We find Rose, serene and watchful, perched upon a large, warm stone. It is a meeting place, a moment of reunion. Her family gathers around her. There is Brady, her sturdy son, Robin, who until recently was her baby, and cradled against her chest, the newest light in her eyes, her tiny infant daughter, Rena. Even with the all-consuming demands of a newborn, Rose's motherhood extends in layered circles of attention. She does not forget her older children. Her watchful eyes and gentle touches remain a constant in their lives, a steady anchor. This is especially true for Robin. Once the cherished youngest, Robin now stands at a threshold. She is learning the hardest of life's lessons, how to become independent. And so, after a morning grooming session, where Rose meticulously cleaned Robin's fur, the young one ventures out. She moves through the undergrowth to forage, to explore, to play with others. This journey away from mother's side is essential. It is curriculum for survival learning, to find food, to navigate social bonds, to become own being. The title of youngest has been passed on, and with it, a new responsibility. Rose does not follow Robin on these expeditions. Instead, she carries little Rena to join the wider troop. She seeks out a companion named Anita. In a gesture of deep social bonding, Rose helps groom Anita, her fingers working through fur with practiced care. It is a moment of adult connection, even as her infant sleeps against her. Soon, other mothers are drawn to Rose's calm presence. They bring their own infants to sit nearby. When Rose sees these little ones, her demeanor softens further. A chitter of affectionate greeting, a tender touch, her love for infants is clear. Rose has a special warmth for the very young, a universal language of gentle nuzzles and soft sounds. But this gathering is not without its subtle tensions. The troop's matriarch, Queen April, is also present. In the complex hierarchy of the troop, a mother's vigilance must double. Rose is cheerful, yet profoundly careful. She keeps Rena close, maintaining a safe and respectful distance. A single misstep, an accidental offense to the Queen, could spell danger. For Rose, this calculated distance is not fear, but supreme wisdom, the first and most important layer of protection for her vulnerable child. As more troop members arrive, the clearing becomes a bustling social hub. Amidst the growing crowd, Rose's focus narrows to a single point. Rena, the infant, growing curious, attempts her first wobbly steps, eager to join the play of others. But Rose's hand is always there, a gentle but firm tether. She holds Rena's tiny hand or scoops her back just as she ventures too far. It is a constant, gentle restraint born of deep-seated caution. Rena's desire is simple and pure. She wants to play with the other infants. Her bright eyes follow their games. Yet Rose consistently holds her back. It is not a denial of fun, but prevention of potential peril. In the rough and tumble play of juveniles, a tiny infant could easily be hurt. Rose's instinct is to intercept, to catch, to hold, to maintain a protective bubble around Rena a little while longer. After a long social session, Rose finds a quiet spot on the open ground. Here, a gift from observing visitors, fresh lotus flowers. As Rose begins to eat, Rena watches intently. This is how knowledge is passed on. The infant reaches out, a small hands fumbling, trying to mimic her mother. She grabs a piece, brings it to her mouth first. Crucial lesson in tasting the world. Nearby, Robin watches her mother eat. In seasons past, she would have bounded over to share the meal. But now, she hesitates. A new space exists between them, the space of independence her mother is taught to fill. Rose, though loving, does not invite feed. The lesson is clear. Robin must now find her own sustenance. She sits, a quiet observer of the maternal bond she has now graduated from. Seeing Robin patient, longing a kind visitor, offer a piece of fruit. Robin accepts it and settles down to eat, not at her mother's side, but near it. It is a poignant compromise, feeding herself, yet still comforted by the familiar circle of family's presence. With hunger sated, Rose leads Rena to a flat, grassy lawn. Here the lesson changes from nourishment to movement. Rose walks slowly, deliberately, glancing back to encourage her daughter. Step by tiny step, Rena learns to follow in her mother's footsteps, her world expanding from the safety of Rose's shadow. Another mother button arrives with her own infant. Rose's greeting is one of shared understanding. She approaches not just Button, but gently inspects and nuzzles Button's little one. It is a ritual among mothers, a checking in, a silent communication about the well-being of their most precious treasures. When Button settles nearby, Rose moves closer again, engaging in gentle grooming, a simian conversation about motherhood itself. Their quiet communion concluded, Button moves on. After a moment, Rose follows. But her journey has a purpose. With Rena clinging to her back, Rose ascends into the dappled light of the canopy, finding a sturdy fork in a tree. High in this green cradle, Rose delivers another vital lesson. As Rena seeks to nurse, Rose gently regulates her access. It is not a rejection, but an introduction to rhythm and discipline. She teaches Rena that comfort and food come not on immediate demand, but within a structured bond. This is how resilience is nurtured. And here, on this living throne of wood and leaf, Rose finds a moment of dual purpose. She tends to her infant, and in the quiet lulls, she finally rests. The sun traces its arc across the sky, dappling her fur. Her eyes, ever watchful, soften. For now, her troop is safe below. Her newborn is fed and sleeping, and her older child is learning to thrive. This is the peace earned by constant vigilance. This is the quiet heart of a protector's day. Rose's story is a single thread in the endless jungle dot. But in her protective love, her careful lessons, and her gradual release, we see a reflection of a universal truth. To be a mother is to live with your heart outside your body, to guard it fiercely, to nurture it wisely, and one day to have the courage to let it explore the world on its own. For Rose, and for mothers everywhere, this is the deepest instinct of all.